Okay.
I would like to welcome you all to our debate today. My partner is John, and I would like to thank you as audience, as jury, and as timer to come watch our debate. I would also like to thank the opposition for coming to debate with us today. Today we are going to debate whether international students should or should not have to take a foreign language while they're here. So, as we have discussed already together, me and my partner, we're going to take the side that says that we as international students do not have to take a foreign language while we're here. And here are the reasons why. First of all, international students already know another language. Me as a Norwegian student already know how to speak Norwegian. Therefore, we do not think it's right to force them to learn another language as well. Secondly, we believe that the international students need to learn to speak English better. That is why they're here. So if we also have to take a new subject, as for instance German or Spanish, it will be harder for us to learn more English. Thirdly, we also think that the time we would use to learn a foreign language would be better spent learning another subject. So if you have problems, for instance, in math, you can take more math classes. And if you prefer to do other things like write English, you can take composition. But we do believe that you should have the right to try to take another language if you do want to take another language. So, as we said, we should not have to take another language because we already know one language. We also need to learn English, and we can use the time better at learning a different subject. So I would like to thank the audience, the judges, and the timer again, and also the opposition for coming here to this debate. And remember, vote for government.
Let's give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. This is how sweet to start with. Very nice. Thank you. Aaron, time, please.
2 minutes and 42 seconds.
2:42? Thank you.
Well done. Everybody get that 2:42?
Aaron, will you please set 1 minute on the clock for Megan and Elise to discuss? Thank you. And let me know when time has elapsed. Quietly, audience members, discuss with those around you.
Nope. You can talk with your buddies.
You can
Quietly.
check with them.
1 or 3.
Dan, quiet. Yeah, that's true.
Switch your pens, ladies and gentlemen, too, to a different color. If you have a second one, maybe, to do your second column, it's just easier to keep track. Okay, thank you very much, Aaron. We'd like to welcome Megan as the first speaker for opposition with a speech not to exceed 3 minutes. Let's give Megan a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as we do bingo. And Aaron, whenever you're ready to start timing, Megan, watch Aaron for your time, okay? Whenever you're ready.
Hello, my name is Megan. I would like to thank my partner, Elisa, the government, and our audience, timer and judges, for your time and for listening to this debate. We are debating whether international students should or should not take a foreign language class while here at St. Paul, and our position as the opposition is that they should take a foreign language class. First, the government stated that the international students already know 2 languages, their home language and English for coming here. Our position is that it expands your education to learn yet another language while here at St. Paul. Secondly, the opposition, or the government stated that they stated that they already know English and it would be better to spend that time or work on that English rather than working on another language. And our position is that some colleges require you to take foreign language classes, especially if you want to go to college here in the United States. And knowing English here and then knowing your home language doesn't count as a college course. So taking foreign language classes here would help you go to college, help you if you wanted to go to college here in the United States, because you need college credits for that. Third, the government stated that there was not enough, that it took a lot of time to learn yet another language. But our point is that you have 4 years of high school here, maybe only 1 year if you're a last year senior or if you're a Norwegian. But if you come here your freshman year and you graduate, you have 4 years to learn, not only perfect your English, but also to learn a completely new language in our classes. So firstly, we'd like to restate that it expands your education to learn yet another language here. Our second statement is that a lot of colleges in the United States require foreign language classes, and they need those credits from high school here. And our third point was that you have 4 years to learn yet another language here. We would like to thank you all again for coming today and listening to this debate, and we would like you to vote for the opposition. Thank you.
Very nice. Let's give a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Nice job. Time, please.
2 minutes, 24 seconds.
2:44. Thank you very much. Will you please, Aaron, reset the clock for 1 minute? And John, you will have about 1 minute to discuss with your partner to prepare your arguments. Thank you. Switch pens, folks, if you're switching pens.
Oh, we're switching your pens.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. I need to just start this.
Because you can. Okay, we didn't properly emphasize this, and does it matter if you say anything after what opposition you had? Okay. Yeah. Well, these are good times. I like how you're very organized. It's not choose a choice.
Okay, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome John to give the second speech for the government in a speech not to exceed 3 minutes. Let's give John a round of applause, please, and welcome him to the stage. Thank you. Okay. And John, please watch Aaron for your time, and whenever you're ready, you may begin.
My name is John Trachewski. I'm a member of government. I would like to thank my partner, Ingvill, for preceding me. I would also like to thank the judges, the audience, the timer, and the opposition. The topic today is, should international students be required to learn a foreign language? We're on the side that they should not be required to learn another language while attending school. The opposition stated that learning another language would expand education. We believe that since many international students know multiple languages, they should expand their education in other ways rather than languages, since they already know more than one. which many of our American students do not. Their second point was that most colleges in America require at least 1 year of college or of foreign language. We believe that rather than forcing international students to take a different language, they should be provided a choice whether to take a foreign language or not. So instead of forcing them to take a language while they're here, either 1 year or 2 years, they should have a choice because they know if whether they're going to a college in the U.S. or a college that requires a foreign language studies. Their third point was that many of them are at St. Paul's for 4 years, which is plenty of time to learn a foreign language. Many people that come to America may know foreign languages or not, but we believe that some people that come here would like to focus more on other studies, maybe getting college credit or taking classes that help you write papers or other studies that would be more useful for their time for their 4 years if they aren't planning to attend a college that requires a foreign language. So once again, our points are that that expanding on education can be in different ways than just a foreign language. And our second point is there should be an option rather than it be forced upon them. Our third point is that some people want to focus on other studies rather than language. And I would like to thank the speakers, judges, the audience, and the opposition, and my partner, and vote for government.
Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And time, please. 2:57. Thank you.
Wow.
Change pens if you need to, folks. Change pens.
Aaron, set your timer for.
1 minute, please. Thank you.
Aaron, you got that?
Yep, she's got it. Thank you very much.
Oh, really? I can't wait to be surprised.
I was going to share them with you. This is the one that I thought we have to have this. We haven't talked about that one. Yeah, that's the one thing I think I heard, and then that one. We got someone to your place. Or over to your even. Oh, okay. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Elise to give the second speech for the opposition, not in a speech to exceed 3 minutes. Let's give her a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and whenever you're ready, dear, please watch Aaron for your time.
My name is Eliza, and I want to thank my partner Megan for being here today and supporting me. And I also want to thank the government, the audience, the judges, and the timer for being here and using your time to listen to our debate. And our topic for today is whether or not international students would be required to take a foreign language class while they're here in the United States. And the first point that the government had that they should not need to do that is that international students already knows a lot of languages. But some of us here only know 2 languages, and not every country is that big. Like, we're 26 students from Norway, and Norway is the only country that speaks Norwegian, and there's also a lot of other big languages out there in the world except English. They also said that
you can choose a college that not require a foreign language. But how many students that are freshmen or sophomores know where they want to go to college already? So why shouldn't you just take a foreign language class and then you can choose which one you ever want to? And their third one was that you do not have time to learn that many languages, but as an international student here in the United States, you will also speak English when you're not at school, and that would also help your English to get better. And that's why you can take another foreign language class at school and focus more on English after school and not only talk to the ones who's from the same country as you. So to review, we say that there's a lot of other big languages out there in the world, and not only English is good to know. The second one is that not many people know where they want to go to college, so you should take a foreign language class, so you can have all possibilities open. And then the third one is that you can focus on English. So I want to thank you all for being here today, and I want to thank the government, and vote for opposition.
Okay, thank you. And time, please.
2:46.
2:46. Let's give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Good job. Now, here's where we have a change. Megan, please remember you only have 2 minutes for this closing speech. You're the next one to speak. You get 2 minutes for your closing speech, not 3. Aaron, will you please stick with the same color, folks? Please set the time for 1 minute, please, Aaron. And we give Megan 1 minute to prep.
Wow.
Take your minute, dear. Take your minute.
That would have been crazy. Model everything that I've laid out to for grammars and
Right, yeah.
and the little thing about saying we.
Right, right.
Those are
Those are very tiny mistakes, so I mean, this is very good. Okay, that's time. Let's welcome Megan for the final speech to the opposition. Let's give a round of applause, please. Okay. And Megan, please watch page through time, not more than 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes only. Same time signals, Aaron, whenever you're ready.
My name is Megan, and I am the leader of the opposition. I would like to thank my partner, Elisa, the government, the audience, judges, and timer for your time for listening to our debate.